everybody, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Today I'm finally gonna get to do this. While I had some bites on people coming to buy tractors or lawnmowers today, and I thought that that would prevent me from actually getting some time to actually work on this today. Downpours for most of the morning. But today, nobody's gonna come out and buy stuff today. It's just yucky out, you know? So I'll be able to definitely, I'm not gonna go anywhere. Even if somebody wants to buy something, I'm gonna say, no, I don't want the money. I'm gonna get this engine swapped in today. It's not gonna be a long dragging video today on getting this out because you guys have seen a lot of my videos. You've seen how I've taken engines out, so you know how. Just gonna time lapse everything, watch the entire process, taking this engine out, putting that one in. Shout out to my subscriber, Nathan Wagner. He goes by Nate. Anyway, he ordered 4 or 5 stickers from me yesterday and donated $4 and wanted the big long one. Unfortunately, I don't have any more of those long bumper stickers. I've used them on my own equipment because they were really expensive, you know? And while I did sell some on eBay, right, for like $5.99 or something like that, it took me a long time to sell just a few, you know? So a lot of people weren't buying them. So I didn't want to spend a lot of money making anymore since I didn't know if anybody was going to buy them, you know? So that's why I didn't make any more. So I don't have any more, but I'm sending you 2 of the different smaller kinds in addition to the ones you bought on eBay, Nate. But thank you very much for supporting channel that way and buying the stickers. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the support, you know, from all you guys. Lot of great subscribers, man. And you've become good friends too, regular commenters. So keep them coming, you know, I really appreciate it. I look forward to reading them every day from my videos. And this month has been an increase. I think it has a lot to do with the COVID-19 situation where, you know, people have nothing to do. People have nothing to do, right? You might have lost your job or you're quarantined at home and you're not allowed to go to work. There's no sports on TV anymore on the weekends, right? So you got to watch Hulu or Netflix or Amazon Prime or regular TV. I mean, they're not even making new episodes of your favorite shows anymore, right? Like one of my favorite shows is NCIS and FBI. They're all reruns. You know why? Because of COVID-19, they can't make any more videos, you know? They even those guys that are making movies and stuff, right? They can't make movies because you got to be apart from each other, you know? So everything's like a standstill. So my videos are going up. My viewership, a lot of subscribers. Like this month, I've had 200 subscribers just this month. Just fantastic, you know? And the more subscribers I get, just the more it spreads out, the word of mouth. You know, hey, I was watching this guy Henry on Mowers and Blowers. You know, he's a funny guy. It was very informative, entertaining to watch. You know, I watch it before I go to bed at night. Puts me to sleep. Puts me to sleep too. Sometimes I watch my own videos. I'm like this. But yeah, so it's all great for me, and I love it that there are more and more people finding out about Mowers and Blowers, and you guys help me with spreading the word. Congratulations to my friend Jason over at TITESEAL Performance. He surpassed 1,000 subscribers. Nice job, bro. So I don't need to plug you anymore. I'm gonna go help Mondo now. Mondo Mowers. Let's get him to 1,000, huh? He's a good guy too. All right, so I'm gonna get started on this thing, and we'll see how this goes. See how long it takes me. I had a subscriber, Matthew Dickinson. He commented saying that he watches my videos with his wife. And my wife saw a couple of videos where I had my little red Christmas pickup truck welcome mat under here. And she loves the mat. And she would hate it if I used it as an oil absorber for, you know, working on stuff. So you know what? Merry Christmas! PayPal me shipping. I'll roll it up and send it to you. I'll use something else. I wouldn't want to upset one of my subscribers, his wife. I have plenty of stuff to cover up the oil. No problem. To put the engine bolts on. Taking them off wasn't that bad, but putting them on sucked. Also, because this engine has the muffler on it, you know, a true muffler with a pipe that goes down into a muffler, somebody had crashed this into a tree and stuff and pushed the front hood in. So therefore, you couldn't open the hood because the muffler was in the way. So I had to bend the hood out a little bit, kind of bang it out a little bit, and so now the hood opens, right? So I got the engine on, right? And of course, the wiring harness is not the same. So this black wire here is the magneto. And I just spliced it into this harness here. I know that the this white wire coming from there is going straight to the middle one, which is the black. And this black goes into here. So that should be the magneto kill. This stator is not like the other stator. This stator only has one red wire coming out with a diode on it, so I know that's the wire from the stator, all right? This goes directly to the red wire that goes to the battery to recharge the battery, right? This orange wire is designed for lights, but the lights is wired differently on this one too, okay? So all you really need for this engine is the big thick red wire coming from the solenoid to the starter. You got the magneto wire to kill the ignition, right, when it's on. And you got the red wire to recharge the battery. So that should be it. So if I attach these wires on correctly, it should crank the engine. So let's see if it cranks. Woof! It cranks. All right. But as you saw, there was like stuff coming out of it. So you know what that is? That's probably a rat's nest. So I wanted to show you, this is the muffler, see? And I had to bend out the front part so it would open the hood with the muffler like that. Also, it was a pain in the butt. I'm going to try to get you to see this. It was a pain in the butt to get the pulley on with the belts around it. But that's on there now. I was able to use my impact to get the bolt on too because it's small enough. So check this out. So like I told you, this is one with a muffler, right? Has a pipe, goes to the exhaust. But look at the condition of it. It's like somebody hacksawed it or something, you know? See how it's been cut or broken? So I have to weld this up here, you know? And there's also oil dripping out of it. Jeez. I put the fuel line back on as well as the throttle. It's at full choke. Full choke pushes the linkage here. Boom, to choke it. Off choke. Low throttle. Low throttle. High throttle. And choke. So you know what? I know there's probably a rat's nest in here. And I know that there's probably a ton of oil in the carb. But I'm going to turn on the gas. See if the gas will go into here, flush it out. I'm going to crank it a few times, see it turns over, and blow all the smoke right out, hopefully. If not, I'm going to have to take off the air box and blow some fuel in there or a carb cleaner. Then eventually maybe remove the engine cover and extract the mouse nest. But I want to try to get some of that oil blown out, and we could just do that by trying to start it. Holy. Holy. So the gas has been flowing. I'm just gonna start her up and see if it starts. Everything is connected. Should I sit on it? I should sit on it. Sit on it, Ralph! Choke. Here we go. Seems like there's a lot of compression. You know what? There's no spark plug. That's why there's so much, that's why it's so easy to turn. I meant no compression. I just put a spark plug in there. It's the RJ19, whatever it is. LM. Let's see if there's any spark. You know what? I'm just going to hold it in my hand. Crank it and see if there's spark plugs. Yes, good spark. Hope you guys saw that. Okay, so I put a spark plug in. Remember, there should be tons of oil in here, so it's gonna. Wow! Oh, son of a! Oh God! Should be tons of smoke. So let's see if it turns over. feels like it's too easy, you know? Like there's not enough compression. I'm going to take the air box off and blow some go-go juice in there and see if it starts up. It did seem too easy to crank, so I'm worried that this has no compression. So maybe this engine might be bad. I mean, if I turn it, I feel it, so maybe it's the carburetor. Carburetor's filled with Earl. Oh, look at that. There's an indication there that it's full of oil. Look at that. It's completely saturated with Earl. Remember I had, and look at this. See that? Look at that nest. It's huge. I'm definitely not getting this one done in one episode. But at least we got the engine on, you know what I mean? So this is full of Earl. Disgusting. Yep, okay. So I'm going to take it off a choke so that the flap is open. Using some contact cleaner from my friends over at Lucas Oil Products. Same thing as carb spray. That's a good amount right there. Alright, it's going to be messy. It's going to blow out, I think. Here we go. Woo! Okay, so the engine is not blown. It does have compression, and it's just... carburetor's probably filled with oil, so there's no way it's gonna start. So I guess I'm gonna take off this airbox base here, take off the carburetor, and check out the condition. Then I'll remove the engine cover and reveal the mouse nest. Battery died, and while I was charging the battery, I cleaned out everything as you saw. I cleaned the carburetor, put the carburetor back. I noticed that there was like a lot of debris in the gas tank, so I actually removed the gas tank, these two screws there and two on the other side. But then I realized that once I got the gas tank loose, right, you couldn't get it out because the engine's in the way. So basically I just tilted it and stuff and blew it out with my air compressor and put it back. Before I put the cover on and the air filter on, right, I stole the air filter from the low compression one that I took out. So that's the air filter box for that, right? And I'm soaking the old one in some old gas just to get the oil out of it, and then it'll dry eventually, and hopefully I can use that again. I tried starting it, and it did turn over, and smoke just poured out of here like crazy, right? And then I remembered that the reason why there was so much oil is because it was on its side, and it's probably all gone. So I shut it off immediately and put 1 quart of Lucas oil, SAE 30 plus. So it's in there percolating. I know it starts, and I know it actually runs because I had the magneto cable off and it wouldn't shut off, so I had to put my hand over the carburetor to choke it for it to stop. So I'm glad I was able to do that. Put the oil in there. and get everything buttoned up over here. So I think it's going to start and run. On the flip side of the coin, I have connected the magneto wire to this harness that I made up. The red wire to the stator. I don't know if it charges yet because I haven't started the engine up. So I haven't heated up these connectors yet. As you guys know, I got this connector set from my buddy subscriber Samuel Sandoval at Red Oaks Mowers. Go follow him on Instagram. Tell him Henry sent you. And so these are not heated up yet. I just put them on. In case it works, then I'll heat it up, right? If it doesn't work, I can just pull them right off again. I have my dual temperature heat gun ready. And I also have my Harbor Freight flux core welder ready for. I'm going to weld the muffler pipe there, the big crack that stretches all the way to the bottom. I'm going to do that tomorrow, as well as start this up outside so that my wife doesn't complain that there's smoke and gas smell in the garage that goes into the house. You know, you got to do things like that, you know. So today we finally got to the Murray Select. I left my phone inside the house, so whether somebody wanted to buy something, I'd never know because I never checked. But I needed to get this done because it was on the back burner, you know. We swapped the engine out, extracted the mouse nest that was inside, cleaned the carburetor that was completely engulfed in oil, right? Stole the air filter assembly from the old engine, right? Put it on. Rewired everything so that I think it'll work. I'm not 100% sure. I did start this for about 30 seconds or so, completely ran and it wouldn't shut off because I didn't connect the magneto kill wire. And so I put my hand over the carburetor to stop it. There was hardly any oil in there, so I didn't want to blow it, you know. So that's why I had to hurry up and cover it up. Added 1 quart of Lucas oil in there. It takes 1.3, so I'll check the levels tomorrow and then add 0.3 if I need to. I'm pretty sure I will. The light stopped working. I don't know why. I'll figure that out tomorrow. If it charges the battery tomorrow with the engine running and it shuts off, I'll heat up those connectors on there and solidify that wiring. I cleaned out the gas tank here from debris and leaves and stuff that was inside. The reason why you clean that out is because there's one hole that leads to this fuel line that goes into the carburetor. Yes, you do have a fuel filter on here, right? But it restricts, if any of that stuff, the debris, goes into the hole and gets stuck into this fuel line, it restricts the amount of flow going to your carburetor, and that's definitely no good. A lot of people don't even check that ever, you know. So your fuel line could be filled with debris and stuff that makes the canal smaller than it should be, you know, and then less fuel gets to your carburetor. Less fuel gets to your carburetor, it's going to surge and starve for fuel. Sometimes it may not even start. This is a original Walbro OEM carburetor on here, LMT 49903. It does not have the fuel solenoid on it, which is fantastic because I hate that damn thing. And let's see, what else did we do here? Well, everything else, like you guys know, this was a running and working tractor. All it needed was a new power plant. So we got that in there today. Tomorrow, I will make sure that the lights work. We will check the oil, make sure it's at level. I will weld the exhaust pipe there from its cracks. If it charges the battery and also shuts off the engine, I'm going to heat up the connectors and solidify that wiring harness finally. And then I think that's about it. The welding is going to be the fun part, because while I like welding, I'm not very good at it. I'm getting better every time I do it. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. In the meantime, my friend Jason is surpassed 1,000 subscribers, so congratulations once again to him. I've got a little bit of a gift box I want to give him. I was going to show you it, but then he may watch it and then find out, so I'm just going to give it to him and let him do a video on what he got. Anyhow, just a little token of my appreciation for what he's done for me over the past couple of years, and congratulating him on 1,000 subscribers. Nice going, Jason and Mrs. I'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Bonus footage. So this guy saw my ad about my Tecumseh Craftsman Eager 1, the one that doesn't start, no spark, no compression. Has a bag. Anyway. So that was my piece of junk Eager 1 Craftsman. Remember? Tried to start it, didn't start. Finally I just said, you know what? I'm just going to list it for 25 bucks. Whoever wants it, just come and get it. This guy wants it. I told him it doesn't start, none of that stuff, right? If you want it, just for the bag or whatever, $25, but you got to take the whole thing. So I just left it on my lawn, and he came and he put $25 into the mailbox. Got some gloves on. Gotta quarantine my money. I haven't even looked at any of this money since I got it, you know. Let's just see if it's $25. He just left me $5. No, $25. Okay, cool. Making money without doing anything. Awesome. I'll leave this money here for like 2 weeks. Frank the UPS guy strikes again. He told me near my neighborhood there's a classic snapper. I guess I could grab it. So along with this snapper that I just got, right? Picked it off the street. It looks like it's an okay shape. Has a really good, quick and easy catcher bagger, right? I know these are kind of hard to come by, especially if you like really collect these snappers, you know what I'm saying? It looks like it has a good side shoot too, which is rare. Maybe I could adapt that to fit my my zero turn and then add another tube and make myself a bagger. That might be it. This was on top of it. I don't know what this is. It's a snapperizer kit. 602-95-6440-6050 60450. I don't know what this is. Check it out. No idea. And if you guys know, let me know. I took it just in case it was worth anything. Hey guys, support my channel. Buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on the next one. Have a great day.
Hey Henry, see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.